Hi guys! It's another beautiful weekend to stay home, do some chores, and spend time together. Today, I'd like to talk about something I believe many of us content creators can relate to. We have big dreams and goals. We want to create more content, have more views, more subscribers. Some of us know how to achieve them, while others are still figuring it out. But we all share one common struggle. A lot of the time, we just can't get ourselves to do the work it takes to reach those goals. So, let's get those chores done together while we chat about it. I think a lot of us feel guilty when we have unproductive days, when we don't cross off anything from the to-do list, or we feel like we didn't do enough. We want to work harder, but we either can't get out of bed or we just feel lazy all the time. I have that feeling every day. It's hard for me to stay focused. I just feel tired and sluggish most of the day. I might get about 2 productive hours per day, and that's with the help of some apps and a Pomodoro timer. The truth is, I want to work harder and put in longer hours. But honestly, my longer hours are probably just 3 to 4 hours of productive work. I'm not one of those people working 60 to 80 hours per week. Since I know myself well, I've been looking for ways to motivate myself to get more done without feeling forced. I want to enjoy working, not feel like I have to work. The 7 tips I'm about to share will help you prioritize, overcome procrastination, and get your most important tasks done. The common theme throughout these tips is reducing friction, making it easier to start working. The easier it is to begin, the more likely you are to do the task. That's how the human brain works. I know it's easier said than done, but let's follow Jim Rohn's advice. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Tip 1. Be selective. While you don't need to focus on just one goal at a time, you should limit the number of goals or projects you work on. A narrow focus helps you focus your energy on the things that will truly change your life. So each day, select your most important task and do it to the best of your ability. I believe that an average person who sets clear priorities and completes important tasks well is more likely to succeed than a genius who just talks but doesn't walk the talk. There will never be enough time to do everything, so remember to say no to things that are not high value or absolutely necessary at the moment. Tip number 2. Be clear about what you want to achieve. Clarity is one of the most important factors for boosting productivity. You're more likely to get things done when you know exactly what your goals are and the steps needed to achieve them. To gain clarity, write down your goals on paper. I recommend focusing on no more than 3 goals at a time. Here's an example of a list of goals. Exercise 3 times a week. Upload at least 3 videos to YouTube each month. Upload at least 5 TikTok videos each month. Remember to be specific about what you want to achieve. It will prevent you from getting sidetracked on your content creation journey. One of the worst ways to waste time is doing something well that doesn't need to be done at all. Once you have your goals written down, break each one into a list of tasks required to achieve them. Add to your list over time if needed. Organize your tasks by priority. Determine what needs to be done first. Having a clear task list gives you a sense of direction. Whenever you feel lost or doubt yourself, you can always visit your list and regain clarity on what needs to be done next. Tip number 3. Plan your day in advance. The better your plan, the easier it is to overcome procrastination. You should aim to get the highest possible return on your investment of time and energy, and planning ahead saves you from wasting both throughout the day. Planning can be as simple as writing a to-do list on the night before. If you are like me and you get overwhelmed by a long list, I recommend limiting your tasks to just 3 to 4 items and marking the most important task that you need to get done that day. When writing your to-do list, make each task specific and concrete. And what do I mean by that? Avoid vague tasks like work on my YouTube channel or work on my sales report. Instead, clearly define what needs to be done. Here's an example. A vague to-do list looks like this. Exercise. Eat something healthy. Work on my YouTube channel. A well-defined to-do list looks like this. Go jogging for 10 minutes at the park near my house. Buy chicken and cook a healthy dish. Write a script for my new YouTube video titled ... The more specific your tasks are, the less likely you are to procrastinate. Tip number 4. Prepare before you begin. One of the best ways to motivate yourself is by preparing everything you need in advance. This is like gathering all the ingredients before cooking a meal. You lay everything out on the counter, ready to cook. For example, the night before, you can clear off your desk or workspace. Gather any articles, materials, or tools you'll need and have them within reach to avoid having to move around. When everything is organized and ready, you'll feel much more motivated to get on working. Tip number 5. Create a productive workspace. Take time to design a workspace that fosters productivity and comfort. Ideally, your workspace should be neat, organized, and free from distractions. If possible, invest in a comfortable ergonomic chair. Personally, my workspace isn't ideal. Sometimes it's cluttered with random things, but whenever I clear my desk, I do find it easier to focus. So yeah, a cleaner workspace can make you feel more productive. It makes you want to work. Tip number 6. Take the first step. Once you have prepared, it's crucial to quickly start working. Complete the first task on your list, whatever it is. Get it done first and then improve it later. Don't pressure yourself to get it right the first time. Tell yourself that it's okay to be not so great with something the first few times you do it. In fact, creating something of lower quality at first can be a good thing. When you look back later and cringe, it will remind you of how much you've grown. When you want to achieve something, you may succeed or you may fail. But if you don't take action, you are guaranteed to not achieve it. So, have the courage to take that first step. Everything else will follow. Look at your list right now. Comment with the first task on it. And hopefully, by the time you leave your comment, you will have completed it. Tip number 7. Take it one step at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day. As a famous saying goes, you won't achieve your biggest goals in a day, or even a month or a year. It may take longer than that. But your job isn't to worry about how long it will take. Your job is to focus on the tasks in front of you and keep moving forward. A life of achievement is built by completing one task at a time. Financial independence comes from developing small, good financial habits over time. Good health is achieved by consistently making healthier food choices and exercising day after day. Often, we procrastinate because the tasks seem too big or overwhelming, so we avoid it. Sometimes we even trick ourselves by doing unimportant tasks just to avoid guilt. If you want to overcome procrastination, just focus on completing the first task, then move on to the next. Then focus on it, rinse and repeat. And before you know it, you will accomplish something that maybe 1 year ago you thought was impossible. Just take it one step at a time. And that's it. I hope these tips help you feel a bit more motivated. Remember, it's all about small steps. Just start and the rest will follow. Let me know in the comment section what task you are determined to get done today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for hanging out with me. Now go crush that to-do list, and until next time.